For people living with mental illness or addiction, employment flexibility can be vital in supporting well-being. RISE is a national charity that helps people achieve that flexibility by providing loans and resources to start a small business, support which is even more important during times like these. Laurie Smith is the CEO of RISE, and Ashley Gordon owns a photography and design business, and they are both our guests this morning. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning.
Laurie, I want to start with you. 1 in 5 people we know will experience a mental health or addiction issue in any given year. What effect can getting help from RISE have?
Many. So the majority of RISE clients who we work with are on some form of social assistance, but they have a business idea. And so what RISE does is we work with people in a very close way to develop that business idea. Most of our clients, as I said, are on some form of social assistance, but through involvement with RISE, they actually decrease their reliance on social assistance and then increase their personal and business income, and also feel that they are developing greater self-confidence and taking a bit more control of their futures. RISE is a character-based lender, which means that we do look at credit score, but it's not the most important factor. And so we are really looking at the character of the individual before we disperse a loan.
Laurie, I've become familiar with RISE in the last year. I want to talk to one of the individuals who benefits from this great program. Ashley, you have struggled with anxiety. Tell us about how a loan from RISE helped your business at a time when you really needed it.
So back in 2017, I was in a car accident, and I ended up with a concussion, which turned into a post-concussion syndrome. So from that, I developed a lot of lingering symptoms that affected the way I conducted business. I had really bad anxiety. It turned into depression from the chronic pain. And, my business kind of fell short for that year. I was in a deficit of $10,000 in revenue. I had equipment that was needed to be repaired, and I just so happened to hear of RISE, and they helped me at a time that I needed it most. I was able to purchase some new equipment for my business, and within 5 months, I was doing better than the year prior to that. So they couldn't have helped me at a better time.
Ashley, you're in one of those businesses, small businesses that have been affected because of COVID-19, photography and design. Tell us a bit more about how you've had to adapt because of the pandemic.
So unfortunately, yes, I did have to close down my photography section of the business. However, I feel that since COVID-19, I've actually adapted fairly well in terms of coming up with creative solutions on how I can kind of adapt and change the way I do business to follow with, social distancing. And I'm able to kind of do new work for clients that they want to put billboards out there to thank our healthcare workers and the frontline staff, or put messages up on their website to let other clients know what they're up to during this time. So I just think it's a really great opportunity to see the possibilities throughout this pandemic and what we could do different to run our businesses differently.
Ashley, I love hearing about that creativity. And Laurie, I want to ask you, because of COVID-19, how has RISE had to adapt in how they do things?
Yeah, it's a great question. And, like Ashley, so many of our small business owners are pivoting. They are innovating to meet the challenges of the pandemic. And we are supporting them as best as possible. We are convening small peer groups and webinars, and have many resources on our website that are really curated in a way to help our entrepreneurs. And we're seeing that many people are innovating in ways that they need to meet the challenges of the pandemic. So like Ashley, people are being incredibly creative and incredibly smart.
It is such an amazing program, and has fantastic outcomes. I would encourage anybody to look it up. Laurie Smith and Ashley Gordon, I wish both of you good health, continued good health, and thanks for joining us this morning.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you so much.